Hello, how are you? I think your answer is fine or good, thanks, but do you truly feel this way? Some of you might be angry, some of you sleepy, maybe you're doing even better than just fine. But recall the last time you were sad. When was it? A few months ago? Weeks? Days? Maybe it was even today. But don't worry, you're not alone here. I'm with you, standing in front of my small camera on a telephone, speaking to an empty room while my family is far away. When I was preparing for this talk, I couldn't get rid of that strange feeling of sadness. And here's why. Look at those precious photos. This is me with my family celebrating New Year. That second picture was taken last year when we were welcoming 2022 in our lives, hoping for a bright future without those horrible pandemic features. This is what probably every Ukrainian has dreamt of. But here's what we've got. I currently live in Poland and I'm considered to be a refugee. I still can't get used to that term. At first, I felt anger, but now it's sadness. My father, grandparents, cousins, and friends are far away. Of course, I'm grateful for that experience that I got in Poland. I met many great individuals, visited new places, got new skills, transformed my lifestyle, but people in my home country are dying. There's nothing more important than that. And of course, I badly miss my family. And I even miss my home, even though earlier I considered it to be a bad place to live in. As you can see, I have a lot on my plate, and I think you have it too. So sometimes it's okay to say, I'm not fine, I'm sad. I know, we all want to be happy, and the culture imposes on us some sort of belief that we should be happy all the time. So we even start feeling guilty for having those emotions that people consider to be negative. Have you ever heard that kind of phrase from your friends? Are you sad? Don't be sad, it's so bad. Let's do something. Of course, your friend wants you to be happy, and this is fine. But what if I told you that this way you can miss the part that sadness can actually teach us? Why does it happen? In my opinion, it's because of a wrong representation of positive psychology studies that focus on happiness. I don't want you to spend a lot of time on this, but just look at the main aspects of those studies. Can you find something about sadness, sorrow, pity? Think positive, they say. Avoid negative thoughts. Sometimes those approaches can look more like numbing your feelings and trying to avoid all that bad stuff. But do you believe that being happy in this way is healthy or even achievable? In my opinion, the whole world is trying to be satisfied and super productive all the time, but in a very strange way. When someone feels sad for too long, let's say 1 or 2 weeks, there's something wrong with this person. So, I've even heard from some people that human beings are supposed to be happy and satisfied all the time. But this way, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and when life magically gives us lemons, we try to fake or numb our feelings. How do we do that? I've been asking that question to my friends and relatives and just random people online, and hear what people usually do when they're sad. They try to distract themselves and talk with friends about anything or nothing in particular. Some drink alcohol, eat something sweet, go shopping, devote time to their hobbies, listen to favorite music, or just watch movies. Does it sound familiar? Is it helpful? Maybe, like a short term solution. Because whenever we are in pain or angry or sad, we try to get rid of this feeling as fast as possible. Why? Because it's painful and those are negative emotions. Why do we need them in our life, right? But let me tell you that they can be helpful. So let's do it in a practical way. What if I told you that the final version of the speech is a result of sadness? And I'm not talking about my experience that I shared with you earlier. I'm talking about wording and structure of the speech that you are watching right now. Whenever I was sad about my talk, I put some effort into improving it. You might have experienced it as well. Just recall the time you failed or were really unsatisfied with something. How did you feel? Sad, right? Here's the simplest example. When a responsible student has problems at school, they try to go beyond, get ahead, do more. When a person suffers in a relationship, they try to improve it. When you are sad about your life, you try to change it. Sadness is a powerful motivation. Of course, sadness is a place no one wants to be in. But when we are there, sadness, this painful teacher, can show us what we need to do better. So, what can we do? First, identify how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're sad or angry. It's helpful for any type of emotion that you may dislike, not only for sadness. 2. Why are you feeling this way? Just think about something that might have caused you to feel this way. Not respecting your personal boundaries, a bad conversation with a friend, or it may be something simple, like a not so yummy sandwich as you wanted. 3. How would you like to feel? Just think how you want to feel at that particular moment. Happy, energized, satisfied? 4. What can you do to feel this way? Maybe you need to solve a problem that you've been avoiding for a very long time. Maybe you need to have an unpleasant conversation. But what to do when it comes to war, pandemic, or any other thing out of our control? It's an interesting question. Maybe you've been waiting for some kind of magical solution, or just for that moment when I show you two pills from a Matrix movie. Yeah, okay, I prepared for that. So here's the secret I found. Accept the world how it is. Yep, nothing complicated here. Be sad, learning from this feeling. Accept your emotions. Just know that sadness makes you value happiness, because there would be no light without darkness. That's it. Maybe that didn't meet your expectations and you wanted to get something special, but are you going to be sad about it? Thank you.